How to overcome objections in sales. Oh, this is one of my favorite conversations because I don't actually have a sales pitch. I have a sales conversation, a service-based sales conversation. So get a pen and paper for those of you who are serious about wanting to crank up your cash flow. The three things I want to talk about today is how do you effectively handle objections on a call? And number two, mastering the objection handling so you actually get a better sales result. And I'm going to talk about some KPIs in there, which are key performance indicators, things you need to be paying attention to crank up your sales. And number three, a deep dive on common objections no matter what you're selling and how to overcome them. So again, this is a get a pen and paper. Love to teach this. And so straight out the bat, I'm going to invite you to my Millionaire Intensive where I do teach this. We teach this for a good couple hours. So not only the objection handling, but is how do you put your offer together? Because that's really where this starts, is what are you offering to people? What problem are you solving? And that's where you need to start thinking. What is the problem I'm solving? And then I'm going to be the solution and they're going to pay me before I tell them how. So right there, a lot of you get tangled up because you start with the who you are and how you're going to help them and you don't even know what problem you're solving. You need to ask them a question. Questions are the key to all sales. So how do you handle objections during a sales call? Well, first of all, you need to know who your client is. So where did they come from? Did they come from a networking event where you were out speaking and met with them? Did they come from just like a social engagement walking through an airport? Or did they come from a social channel? And I want you to know which channel they came from because it matters. It matters where all your leads come from. We track it down to the detail. How do we track it? We use a rapid marketing system. So I want to offer you to that for $297 a month. We'll do all that for you because most of you are not setting up your structure or your data properly to even get data out of the other side. You're just meeting people, calling them, having casual conversations. So when you know who your person is, I would immediately put them in some sort of a funnel of asking them questions. Like if you go to integratedwealthsystems.com, it's in the link below, go take my personality quiz. And I want you just to see what I do to get to know somebody. So they'll go from a social channel to taking a financial personality quiz. That's going to put them in one of four buckets, meaning they either overpay tax, they have stagnant business growth, they don't have any cash flow, or they have lazy assets. So from there, I give them another video that educates them how I'm going to solve that problem because now I know their problem. So when you pick up the phone and call them and talk to them, you know a little bit about them so you have a little knowledge going into it. Also, I want you to be very directive. You're not having a chat. You're not calling and asking how the weather is, how the kids, are they married? Like none of that matters. Like we have this saying called so what, now what? So what happened to the past? Now what are you going to do about it? So I want the now what do you want with money and business in your life conversation. And I'm going to keep people in guardrails. We say you want to direct a conversation. During the Millionaire Intensive, I'm going to teach you my ask, tell, ask principle of how do you lead this sales conversation, not to avoid objections, but you handle them because you start with an ask. How can I help you? Like my talk track is, my name's Loral, I'm a money expert. What's one thing I can do to change your life with money? And then I listen. And I find out their problem. Then I tell them why I'm the solution, and then I ask them for money, and then we begin, and I tell them how we're going to fix them based on their problem. So a lot of you, you're not objection handling because you're not even walking into the conversation with an initiated knowledge point of who they are, where did they come from, what do they want, so then you're matching them. Where a lot of you, you're convincing, you're not selling, and you're not objection handling. So when I hear no, I just hear not now. In fact, I just had a woman do this. In fact, I just picked up this little device called the phone, and I just said, you know, I know you're scared. I know you don't know a lot about money, and here's how we know we can help you. I know you don't know me, but I can promise you you're not getting another guru at this early stage of any relationship and my cell phone and me leaving you a private voice text. She wrote me the biggest thank you and appreciation. She'll come back. She'll come around, but we're in a very cool relationship. So I know her problem. So is it an objection I'm handling? No, it's a problem I'm solving. So I think a lot of you, you get an objection handling like it's a no and it's a stop. So what that really tells me is you don't know the problem you're solving. because you didn't dig deep enough to know what it is. Like if you have an overtax problem, I know exactly how to solve it. If you have a debt problem, I know exactly how to solve it. So some of you are guessing and convincing. You're not even in the right sales conversation and the narrative. So your narrative is critical as you walk through these. So mastering objection handling. Well, first of all, you just got to get in a lot of conversations. That's why I want you at my Millionaire Intensive and really learn the ask, tell, ask. And it's like a muscle. A lot of you, you're not trained in sales. I don't care where you went to school, school, what your degree is, or what MBA you have, massive bad attitude, because we teach a massive bank account. Like, I don't care what school you go to. To learn sales, you're not going to learn it at a university, not entrepreneurial sales. You're going to have to come out here and learn it from people like me. I did a whole series a couple years in a row with Les Brown where we taught how to sell from the stage. I did a lot of sales training and objection handling with Bob Proctor. So I've been trained by the masters. Why am I good at it? Because I probably spent $1 million learning to do it. And it's a very different conversation. It's a problem-solving conversation. It's not a pressure conversation. And a lot of you, there is really crappy sales training that's high pressure, high manipulation, and I'm going to say misuse of NLP and linguistics. So I use linguistics and NLP, master certified, but I use it to the benefit of solving a person's problem. When I know you have a problem and I am your solution, I'm going to sell hard, because if you go somewhere else and got that problem solved, I know I'm the best in class. And I'm saying this very intentionally because I want you women to hear this that are insecure about selling. Well, any of you insecure. You need to be confident that you're a problem solver. Like, I know that if it's not me, it's my team. We will solve your problem with money and business. Don't care what it is. I've been doing this for over 25 years. We know how to solve problems. So in the beginning, it's more about you building the confidence of knowing that you're really good and you're solving problems for people. So objection handling, first of all, after years and years of being in business and years, or even hundreds of ask, tell, asks and conversations, you're going to know frequently asked questions. So that's another way. That's usually how most people teach objection handling, is have an FAQ page. Well, people kind of get bored reading through FAQs. I mean, it's handy dandy. We have them. They're cute. But know them up front, which means put them into your presentation. So if I know that you're going to say, I can't afford it, I'm going to handle that you can afford anything you want. You got to learn to make money. We also can do funding. We can do financing. So I'm handling your questions because I've been in so many conversations. I know that'll be a problem. Another frequently high objection is, oh, my spouse won't let me. We know how to handle that. So I talk about silent support and how to handle that. So in your conversation, you're going to build in what you already know the objections are, because you've already been in so many conversations. They kind of come up frequently, the same kind of questions. Oh, I don't have time. Well, it's not going to take any time. You're already doing money wrong. So you're just going to switch what you're doing. There's any more time that you're going to be spending doing this, unless you really want to read the books, listen to the books, and really understand and get more knowledge. So objection handling is not as difficult as you all make it out to be. And again, when I hear no, because I have a rapid marketing system, and again, I need you to get it. Let us help you set up your system where you have the right database and the right key point. So before I do KPIs, I want you to subscribe to this channel, click the notification button. I want you to share this with a lot of friends. And in fact, if you're in, say, a direct sales company, they're kind of teaching you sales, but get 5 or 10 of the people that you're in a direct sales company with, or if you're in some sort of a coaching process or a wellness process. I do a lot of work with the functional medicine community or other chiropractic communities. Get a bunch of them listening to this channel and practice your sales and sales objections and handling. All come to my TMI, so you all have the same training. Now you can practice with each other and really grow that muscle. So becoming good at sales and objection handling, it's like muscle conditioning. You got to practice. You don't get to go to the gym once and lift one weight and say, woo, I'm super strong, right? You're going to be sore. That's all you're going to be. And then you're going to back out and you won't want to do it again. Same thing here. It's just going to be uncomfortable because it's a very different language pattern than you've ever done before. So just strengthen it. So KPIs, and again, if you don't have our rapid marketing system, it's going to be hard to track this. But here are our 5 data points that everyone in this organization lives and breathes by. Number 1, how many new leads are we getting a month, a week, a day? Brand new leads from social channels. I spoke at a networking event in San Diego last week, so that added to the leads. How many leads did you get? Of those leads, how many are you following up with immediately, like within 24, 48 hours of coming back? They all had an email thanking them for being at the event, love meeting them, blah, 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 right? And then how many dials are you doing a day to reach out to people? How many appointments are you setting? So you're in ask, tell, ask appointments, which can be anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. And then how many appointments are kept? How many appointments are closed? So you've got to get some really key data points to know what you're doing. Revenue producing days, how many leads do you get? How many appointments did you have? How many of those closed? And until you start tracking your data, the rest of this is emotional. So when you have objections, like the top 3 are, I can't afford it. Well, again, you can afford anything you want in your life. And if it's really true where somebody's really in a broken place, I'll say, so what's the minimum you're willing to do to change your life with money? And then I will match their minimum. If they say $400, I'll make a $400 product for them. I'll take $400 and I will match it and give them that product. If they say, well, I can only buy a book, well, good. Let's start with a $25 book. I also invite them to my Millionaire Intensive. Again, I have another solution for them, which is free. The VIP costs $47, but at least they have a place to come make money. And again, I give them no wiggle room to continue to sit in their objection. So a lot of you, when they have an objection, you don't have a solution. So notice I have a solution to every one of these. Right? Every one of these I have a solution for. Number two, I've had a bad experience before. Well, again, that goes back to you not selling hard the first time, serving them. When you know you're the solution, serve, sell hard, because they're going to go away. I don't know how many people say, well, I was in another coaching program, it didn't really work out. Well, I know, because it's a bunch of master classes, all online, all automated, all outdated, and you don't actually get to talk to a real human. So I get it, but that's not us. So I know the differences of my competition or what other people in my space are doing, and I know how to have distinctions to move around what that conversation is going to be. And then the last one, which everyone's going to use, I don't care what your topic or service or product is, I don't have time. We all have the same clock. Let's get over that objection. We have the same clock. What you do and I do is different. The reason I have more money than most of you is because of what I do all day. What I do, how I behave, who I spend time with, the conversations I have is what makes that. I don't binge watch a lot of crap. I don't sit and eat bonbons on the couch and just Maserati, 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 and all of a sudden Maserati comes. That's not going to work. None of that works. You got to be in the communities, conversations, and energy of the goal you want. So join our community. Get in here. I'm going to give you a link for a one-on-one strategy call. Talk to one of our strategists. And if you have any questions, go to askloral.com. We have a membership there. And love to have you 24 hours a day. You can text at any time. It's a happy day. Talk soon. Actually, I'll talk to you tomorrow.